Brown's biggest weaknesses ahead of training camp. This is according to the Bleacher Report. First, uncertainty at quarterback. Number 2, not enough proven wide receivers. And 3, lack of an impact players on the interior defensive line. When you look at those, Tim, the biggest concern obviously has to be the uncertainty at quarterback. The others, they've got so many young guys. The thought process from the front office is one or two of these young guys are going to reach up and grab the opportunity that sits in front of them. The quarterback situation is obviously a huge concern.
Absolutely, and we're probably not going to get, any resolvement of this quarterback situation until possibly training camp, whenever the NFL comes out with the news of however long the suspension for Deshaun Watson's going to be. Again, if it's, even if it's just 4 to 6 games, it's a decent chunk of the season, especially considering he's going to need some time to kind of shake off the rust and get used to full NFL game speed again after not playing all of 2021. As for the other two, again, like you kind of said, they got a lot of youth that kind of needs to pop. And what we've seen so far in the offseason program is David Bell has impressed everybody. I think they said he's only maybe dropped one pass, from what the media, the people who cover the team closely have seen in practice, that he's only really dropped one pass. I know it's mini camp. I know obviously in that situation, you're not going to get hit and you're not, necessarily going full speed, but it's a good sign of the hands that David Bell has. And when it comes to defensive tackle, I think everybody knows it's a weakness of the team. But consider also the Browns have made investment in that position each of the last 3 drafts. Jordan Elliott was a 3rd-round pick in 2020. Tommy Togiai, a 4th-round pick in 2021. Perion Winfrey, a 4th-round pick this year. I'd say that one of those guys is going to pop. One of those guys is going to flash. The question is who it's going to be. I kind of think Tommy Togiai maybe it seems like to me is a bit underrated in this battle. I think we saw what he did in college. I'm not going to write defensive tackles off just because they don't show much as rookies, because they're probably not going to show much as rookies. They have to get stronger because, they're 22, 23 years old. They're going up against full-grown men who are, in their late 20s, early 30s, that have gone up against bigger, stronger defensive tackles. Of course, they're not going to be ready for it. It takes time to really see what you've got there. So, the Browns has got to hope, at least it seems like from what's happened right now, that they're kind of waiting on one of those 3 guys to really flash and take a spot.
Yeah, and you know what? The front office is betting on their coaching staff to develop guys they identified and drafted. So that's kind of the thought process, and that's what good teams generally do.